Wow, that's a lot. That is more than dollars. Hey, welcome to Satisfied Personal Finance. Today I'm going to refinance my mortgage. It's something I put off for a very long time. So I'm going to use this tool called Property Guru SmartRefi. I think it's newly launched. I've been seeing their cute little ads here and there, so I actually went to look out for it. And I'm going to try it now. Firsthand, you're going to see me use the tool. I have not used the tool before. Okay, so I'm going to head on to satisfied.com/propertyguru. Yes, I have a referral thing set up with them, but I have not actually used it. This is not a sponsored post, but I do get an incentive if you use this link and complete the questionnaire or something. We see Smart Refi, the smarter way to save more. Okay, they promise to auto track my mortgage against daily rates. They also say that they track my mortgage. Okay, that's cool, right? So I need to set a loan profile. They will track my loan against best daily rates, and they will notify me when it's time to switch. I think this is quite useful because I'm actually done with my lock-in period, and my banker actually didn't contact me. Nobody actually contacted me for refinancing. I think my bank dropped me a mail about the rates being adjusted or something like that. Maybe my loan quantum is too small for my banker to bother, so I have to go and search out myself. I was contacting a few bankers here and there. Right, a tool like this, I think it will helps me to auto track, helps me to compare. Yeah, I'm more than happy to let it notify me when it's time for me to refinance again. Okay, so looking through the web page, right? Everything we need to lock in my savings. All in one breakdown of my savings. Okay, I like to know how much I save. Okay, that's great. Instant refinance recommendation, real-time savings notifications. Well, you get to contact an expert as well. That's great. Okay, so they already have 1,000 plus homeowners. Okay, let's see whether I'll be one of them. Track my mortgage now. So what are my refinancing goals? Obviously, I want to have a lower monthly repayment. Okay, but there are some people who want to be debt-free as soon as possible. So they are going to pay off as much as possible. I think they will shorten their tenure. And that's generally not a good idea because mortgage rates actually tend to be on the lower side. And you can use those money to invest, etc. So I think stretching out your loan actually is a good thing. But of course, different people have different preferences. Okay, I'm going to go for lower monthly repayment. I just want a lower interest rate compared to my existing mortgage package. Right, so I'm going to click that and then click next. My property is located at, okay, I'm going to input my address. Right, okay, I think you all be blanked out. Okay, if you know where I live, please don't be creepy. Yeah, and you all should know that I bought my property for $690,000. See my previous video. Hey, if you like my stuff, press the like button and go over to satisfied.com/deals. You won't regret going there for attractive sign-up gifts. And thank you for keeping my channel going. My current bank is DBS, and I am at 1.84%. Okay, and lock-in period is 2 years, so I've already completed my 2 years. This is the amount. Okay, I took a 30-year loan, so left with 28 years. I took it 2 years ago. Yep. And I'm gonna get my results now. So if I refinance, I can actually save $9,506 in the first 3 years. Okay, that's actually quite substantial. I thought it would be maybe tens of dollars every month. Okay, I'm very interested to know what's the exact monthly savings and what's the mortgage I have to pay at the end. I have to log in to access my full results. Right, so this is the report that they've given. I can actually save. Wow, that's a lot. That is more than $200. So there are more statistics here. They actually also include refinancing costs such as the fee, the legal fee, the valuation fee, and I guess they are subsidizing $1,964. So I only need to pay $336 to refinance. That's not too bad for monthly saving of $200, right? I'll break even in less than 2 months. So that's really substantial amount of savings, and $200 per month is a lot, right? I actually thought that at most my savings would be maybe $100. All right, so I'm very interested to know how or what bank they are going to link me up to get over $200 of monthly savings. that can almost pay my condo maintenance fee. So that's a very, very attractive proposition indeed. Right, so I left them my phone number and I am very looking forward to them calling me. Right, and then we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to play the waiting game now and I'll see you after the jump. So that didn't take too long. I actually completed the tour around midnight and in less than 12 hours, I got a call from the advisor, but I was asleep. Nevertheless, she emailed me this report, which I found quite useful. I skimmed through it. Now I'm going to take a closer look. So they actually recommended 5 different loans and they wrote the bank names here. Right, and the best rate, of course, is a floating rate, is 0.94%, which is 1 month SORA plus 0.7%. Okay, I've been reading up all this SORA, SIBOR, things like that. Basically, floating, okay, the rate will change. And since interest rates are said to be going up, I'm really not sure whether I should take floating. Okay, they also gave 2 fixed packages. So I think this is very, very useful because one look I can see the different packages involved. And also they even very helpfully list all the subsidies in refinancing. When you refinance, you have to pay legal fees and valuation fees. So different banks actually try to attract you by giving some incentives. So for instance, if I were to refinance with Maybank, they will give me 0.4% of the loan amount. Yeah, that's almost $2,000. So that should cover the legal fees as well as some of the valuation fees. Now, when you try to pay back your loan earlier than the tenure, you actually have to pay a penalty. All right. Although some banks actually give like waivers, okay, due to sale of property. So that can be quite useful because I am considering selling my condo over the next year or so and maybe downgrading to HDB. But more on that in a separate video. So this page actually lists out the amount that I pay every month, which I think is very useful. A lot of mortgage specialists and comparison, they list the percentage, but they don't actually tell me the amount I have to pay, which I find is the most important figure. So if I go for floating, I actually save quite substantially, about 200 plus right now. But of course, interest rates are set to increase. I think tonight the Fed will increase the rate. Okay, who knows how much it will rise. So people have been telling me to get fixed instead. Fixed package, I still save about $100 off my existing, I think almost $100. So they even tell me how much money I save in total, which is very useful. Of course, after year 2, even the fixed packages are floating, so all these are not guaranteed. Okay, so the SORA rate right now 0.24%. I think it has gone up to 0.25% as we speak. And then the spread for floating packages right now, roughly 0.7%. Okay, 1 month SORA 0.7%, or 3 months SORA plus 0.85%. And they calculate the savings against my current loan. So I think this report is very, very useful. Everything that you could possibly want is all here, from amount you pay, amount you save, and even the subsidy amount. Okay, so very, very useful report. So head over to satisfy.com/propertyguru and use the tool. It takes only a few minutes to complete. Okay, not only do you get a human to talk to, you also get this report, which I find that other mortgage comparison tools don't really do, or they give very brief details and nowhere near as comprehensive as this PDF. I really, really like the PDF, so I think it helps me as someone who's still quite new to mortgages and refinancing, a very comprehensive look at what's going on, and then I can choose something to move ahead with. So I really think it helps me with my refinancing journey so far. Now I also realized I skimmed through this option, which is get cash for a major expense, and it's actually a very compelling option that the advisor informed me about, okay, which is you can actually unlock equity from my property, meaning to say, right now I paid down to $491,000. I can increase my loan amount by another $80,000 to $100,000 and receive that amount in cash. So I can actually use it to invest in stocks, and I think that's quite attractive given how low the stock market is currently. So I have this war chest to invest in my Apple and other stocks. Okay, so a very, very compelling option actually. So if you can refinance, I suggest you do it. Although, okay, of course, this is leveraging and, you know, it's a bit more risky, okay, because now your monthly repayments go up. And if your stocks don't increase, right, you might be in financial trouble. By my opinion, I feel that mortgage rates are quite low, so I would borrow as much as I can, and then I can put it into the stock market, and then I pay it off monthly. I think that would net me higher returns in the long run. So yeah, I think I have a lot to consider. Okay, I might hedge my risk a little bit by picking a fixed package, because if I'm going to loan a higher amount, I think I don't want to be subject to too much fluctuation. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Would you pick fixed or floating if you were me? Are you refinancing your home right now? Okay, so let me know your thoughts below in the comments. Okay, I'm not someone who's very experienced in mortgage and refinancing, so I think this too helps. And of course, every advice or comment that y'all can give will also help me greatly. Okay, I hope to pull the trigger soon. Okay, rates keep increasing, so don't wait anymore. Okay, if you are refinancing yourself, okay, this too, right, next day someone called me, so it's very quick. All right, so head over to the link and I'll see you next video.